Welcome back to Florida's Fourth Estate, everyone. We said before the break we were going to dive into our social media accounts and share some of the love we get from you guys out there.
Oh,
Or is
love,
it
love, love. Yes, it's going to be
in the
all
air?
dandelions
Definitely.
and butterflies today. And we always laugh about the content inside, but often it's the way people try to get into and out of the hate mail that you'll see today that
Oh.
really is the cherry on top. And Ginger, sometimes it's just all in the subject line, right?
And the first one I want to share with you, I'm not even going to read the email. I just got this in my
Oh, my
inbox.
goodness.
And once you see the subject, why would you need to say anything else in that email? I feel like I know how this woman feels already, but she went on to write a whole paragraph. Okay, so if you're listening to it, the subject says, "That stupid wig on your head." I didn't even know what to say to this woman, so I just didn't say anything.
So she didn't get a response because you do usually respond, whether people are mean or nice or whatever.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
a
I usually,
responder.
if they're mean, I usually respond with something about their mom. But no, I don't.
Hey,
I
that's
don't. I'm
my
just kidding.
response. Don't you go stealing your mom's wig. This guy was like taking notes on me for a while. I don't even know
Ooh,
all the stories that he's talking about, but here, I'm going to
he could
give you
do
a
a
little.
master class on you.
The truck you keep calling a dump truck is, in fact, a garbage truck. In addition, there are not lighthouses in Florida or even the world that are 800 feet high or higher. Maybe if you focused on the real facts, instead of trying so hard to say words like deputy instead of deputy, like totally as if you were a Valley Californiette, you could report the real facts. Journalists and reporters should be that and not on air personalities. This degrades any could be integrity of what is left of it via media. Not trying to abase or degrade you in any way. Oh, well, we're good then.
Oh, okay.
I would
Hmm.
just like you to get your facts straight. And when you make a mistake, to correct them as applicable. Have a nice day. Look at there. He starts off super
Wow.
aggressive. I don't even know some of these stories he's talking. The lighthouse, I don't know. Now, to his credit, and I texted him back on this. Okay, we were saying that a dump truck was a garbage truck.
That's a lot to put into something that was a simple, honest mistake. It wasn't like you said 100 people died, and in fact, no one had died. It was a dump truck versus a garbage truck, and he just unleashed.
And this is what I told him. None of these these were mistakes. What maybe I
Yeah.
said an 800-foot instead of an 80-foot lighthouse. I don't even remember when that happened. But these are not mistakes that are changing anybody's lives or hurting anyone. This is just a mistake because I'm human, and I'm glad to admit when I do make a mistake. But obviously,
Correct.
none of those were intentional. I feel
Yeah.
like you have a real problem with trusting the media, and people do this in the media, where they bend facts and
Oh,
try to change the narrative
yeah.
of things.
That's
But
pretty obvious.
an
We
innocent
don't do that.
mistake, I don't feel like it's in the same realm. Either way, my bad, buddy.
This happened right after the 4th of July when we had the scare at fireworks at the fountain, and it turned out to be nothing. Someone just did something stupid and people started running. So this guy says Ginger has always been such an alarmist. She has over and over again, yes, Ginger, you have done it again.
Oh
And
boy.
what he's talking about is when we had to go back on the air after having to do a face dive and hide into our production truck because we thought there was an active shooter on scene. But when we figured out there was not, we gathered ourselves and went back on air and described exactly what we were seeing. And that's exactly what I did. And once I reached out to him via Facebook, again, he said to me that I scared the bejesus out of his wife once when there was a hurricane heading to Florida. Now, I can guarantee you I'm not the first person. If there is a hurricane threat in Central Florida, I'm not the first person he saw or his wife saw talking about it. But it was me who really scared her. And ever since that time, that has left a really bad taste in his mouth. And he
I
just
do
went back
remember
and
that
forth.
time you
That's
made
like,
up a
oh,
hurricane that was headed for Florida. All of us were like, listen,
do it all
Ginger,
the
I don't
time.
think there's really a
Do it all the
hurricane
time.
out there, but you.
I just want to scare people, man. That's what I do best. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, he's blocked.
We do make mistakes. And if we are in the middle of a situation like the other 100,000 people out there, we can be a little rattled as well. It
Yeah,
does
of course.
tend
Of course.
to happen,
Again,
even though I thought you did a great
we're
job
human.
out there, by
Oh,
the way.
you did too. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. So I started doing something a little bit different with my hair. Just a little bit.
Oh,
My
I
wife
noticed
got
it
this
right
new
away.
I got this new hair apparatus for my wife, right? And she was like, "You should use it." And I started using it, and it just gave me a little extra zhuzh. A little extra, like, yeah, maybe Matt's actually trying on his hair, because I just don't try that hard on my appearance like I should as a news anchor. So then we get Denise here. Hey, Matt, my name's Denise. I watch the news every day. And I hope I don't offend you, but your new hairstyle needs to go. 4-leaf clover. Lucky Charm. And then I think she felt a little bad, and she goes, "You're very handsome."
What are you doing with your hair that made her so bothered,
It
Matt?
kind of went from here. It was like a little flatter, and then it kind of
Yeah.
went up a little higher. It
You
gave it a
zhuzhed it.
little more
Yeah.
zhuzh. Like, I'm going to let the people know, I'm trying hard.
I
And,
noticed it right when you walked in that day. I was like, "What did you do to your hair?"
mhm.
And
And
you're
then you were
like, "Do you
like,
like
"Don't
it?"
do it
I'm like,
ever again.
"No, I didn't."
Are you Denise? Are you the one?
I wrote that.
So, in the defense of these hate mailers, we do deserve some trash talk sometimes, because sometimes we mess up. And in fact, Gigi, you were there for this. It happened this week.
I'm glad you're with us. I'm Ginger Gadsden.
I'm Lisa Bell. This is News 6 at 4:30 getting results. Ginger is off today.
No, I'm right here.
Oh, sorry, Julie.
Look at me.
Tomato. I'm done.
My favorite part about this whole clip is when you say, Ginger, no, I'm right here. You are very matter of fact about it.
I just said my name, but it happens. It really happens, and it happens so often that we have enough to make a reel about it, and that's what we're going to share with you coming up after the break.